Hey guys, this is Nathan, and welcome back to Minecraft 1.13 on the Creedcraft server. So I am back doing some more caving underneath the spawner that we have for creepers, because I'm trying to increase the spawn rates just a little. Now, the way that I found this particular cave is a very simple trick. If you press F3, you can see up there in the upper left corner there is a little E with a colon behind it, and then it has a couple of numbers. Now those numbers indicate the number of entities in the area. Now the first number is the number that is visible in your current window, and the other one is the total number of entities that are surrounding you. So currently we have 3 and 43. Now that also includes things like passive mobs, your cows, pigs, sheep, chickens, things like that. But yeah, if you look underground and you see a high entity count, chances are there's going to be a cave in that area. So typically what I do is I just sit AFK somewhere for a while. The mobs are going to build up in that area, and then you can find them fairly easily. Now, I started digging towards the numbers, and then I finally started to hear a zombie, and from there it was pretty easy just to find my way into this cave, and this seems to be a fairly extensive cave system. So I will be working on this for a little bit, and hopefully that will increase our spawn rates, because I want to get going today finally on making a shop, and of course we are going to be making the rocket shop, and I think we are going to call that Rocket Man in kind of homage to the song Rocket Man. So yeah, got a lot of digging and running around here to do. I have a feeling my inventory is going to fill long before I finish this cave system, but then we'll head back up, see if that has improved the spawn rates on the server at all. Currently I am the only one on, and yes, as you can see there, I do have a death now. Now, I actually got that before the end of the last episode. I forgot to mention it. What happened is I actually fell off of the top of the creeper spawner. I did not die at all during all of the fiasco with the twin cave spider spawner. What ultimately did me in was falling off of my spawner, of all the things. But so yes, we do have one death. We got that first death out of the way, and technically it is our second death, but the server was not keeping track of deaths earlier on. But yeah, we have had a couple of times that we've died on the server so far. But yeah, not really all that big of a deal anymore. There aren't too many people left that have not had at least one death. But yeah, I got a lot of cave work to do down here. And then we'll go up, take a look at what I have done to the spawner, and kind of get a bit of an idea of what we're going to be doing for our shop. So I have been gathering up a little bit of stuff to go and build this shop. We've got a little bit of red concrete and white concrete and some brown wool, but I want some hardened clay to put in this, or terracotta, whatever you want to call it. I'm still getting used to calling it terracotta. But yeah, we have a Mesa, I believe, way off in that direction. So I'm going to head off that way, see if I can get a little bit of that stuff. And I guess before I go, I should go grab another shulker box. The server is lagging pretty bad right now. What on earth? I'm the only one on. I don't know what's going on there. My connection sucks. I don't know why. But yeah, something is definitely goofy on the server. I haven't gotten hardly any spawns from the spawner here, and I spent a huge amount of time. Natalie helped me with lighting up the caves underneath here. We found huge amounts of caves underneath this place. But, yeah, it just not spawning very good. But, anyway, I am going to head out there, try to find the Mesa. Obviously, I'm going to have to empty this shulker box. But I'll get some terracotta, come back, and maybe we can figure out how we're going to build this thing. Well, I most definitely went the wrong direction. So it's actually off in that direction that the Mesa is. And I went that way. And I have to say, the server is struggling just absolutely horridly. I can't hardly even move. As I start flying, the game just, it can't load chunks, it can't do a thing. Now, I did relog, but that didn't do anything to help my connection. The server is just struggling to no end. I've been booted a couple of times, and yeah, I am not enjoying this in the slightest. So, one thing that I am going to ask is what you guys would think if I went back to the other world. Maybe I could bring a couple of these guys with me. I don't know. Or maybe I should just make that a secondary series. I don't know. So I actually was able to get the Elytra to deploy there. That's actually rather surprising, but you can see I tried to use a rocket there. Oh, there, it finally went. So yeah, that's like 10 seconds behind. We can see the server is just struggling to no end to get the chunks loaded in for me. Just tried to use another rocket a bit ago. I am underwater even though I'm not. Yeah. Okay, I'm way up in the air. I'm getting air bubbles. I am... Yeah, this... I just dropped out of the air. That's wonderful. This is not working at all. I had offered to put this server onto my own personal hardware. I didn't get a chance to ever talk to C4 about that. I did talk to Miro. He's one of the admins on the server, but I don't think he has access to the server files. But yeah, this is just not working. No, it's not working in the slightest. Well, I'm gonna still try to get over there and get to the Mesa. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, but yeah. See you guys after a little bit. Well, I finally got over here to where I believe we should be coming up on the Mesa pretty quick, and I found a desert village that appears to be unlooted. So, yeah, just kind of having a look around here, seeing if there's anything good. We got a nitwit, of all things. We sure as heck don't need you. But, yeah, I don't really see too many good guys around here or anything. Oh, now, somebody has definitely been here. That is a sure sign of it. This looks like it once was a library. So, yeah. I guess that's kind of pointless. Oh well. But yeah, we should be getting the Mesa coming into view. Yep, there it is. So, yeah, I can finally get over here and get a little bit of terracotta. But a bit more important than that is getting my Elytra repaired. The reason I dropped out of the sky back there was because it broke. So, yeah, we'll see if we can get a little bit of repair back on it. Hello, server? Did you die? It tried to. So, yeah, I'm gonna gather up as much of this terracotta as I can and meet you guys back at my base. So because of some of the issues that I've been having here lately on the server, which by the way have been causing me not to be able to play, and that's part of the reason why this episode has been so delayed. But anyway, we've been having a lot of issues with lag, and so I decided it might be a good idea to redesign my Nano farm. And so one thing that I found was that by removing the piston for the lighting update, it greatly reduced the amount of lag that the Nano farm was producing. The issue with that was one that I didn't really expect, and that is we have to have a fairly complex bit of redstone to run this thing now. So what I have done, this is what we are going to have for our basic setup. If we put our dispensers here, we can already see where everything is going to be here. So, you know, it's going to be much the same as usual on its appearance, but the redstone is going to be substantially different. So one thing about this setup is this block here, this dispenser, is going to get a water bucket. And that's why I have this fence post in front of it. We are still going to have our standard 4 dispensers around this thing, but because we are only able to use 3 dispensers now, I ran into an issue of not having enough bone meal dispensed out. So yeah, we're gonna I think I need one more block space. We'll just dig a little bit out here. Oh, that is gravel. So, yeah, we've got a little bit of stuff that we have to do to make this thing work. So the first thing that we have to do is dig down underneath it, because on this particular farm design, we are going to actually have our clock and most of our redstone underneath the farm, which is extraordinarily dangerous considering how easy it is to accidentally break the wrong block and flood the redstone. So yeah, be very careful with that. Okay, that one there is actually the one that I want. So want to put this here, that there, and then we're going to put a redstone dust right there. Now, another thing to improve performance here is we are going to put tons of torches within this redstone, and that should reduce the amount of block updates that we get. So now what we are going to do, I guess that's not quite right. I need to be over here, just a little bit further over. So I am going to be using these blocks for putting the redstone on, because I do not want to accidentally break a block later on that has redstone on it. But so this one here is what is going to power our comparator. So we're going to put our comparator down here, and then this is going to go into 2 blocks here. Now this is going to be solid packed redstone in this area. So let's go ahead and place down some redstone dust. We need it there, 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 and there. Then we need some torches, and we're going to place a torch here. We're going to place a torch here, and this is going to give us an adjustable monostable clock. So now what we do is we put a redstone repeater here and one here, set both of these to 4 ticks. That works. Also setting this one, which is the clock repeater, to 3 ticks will work. It makes the farm quite a bit faster, but it also generates a bit more lag. So now coming off of this torch will be the only observer in the whole setup, and then we're going to place these here. We'll put a dot of redstone there and there, and now this is the one place that I really ran into a problem. Am I out of those blocks? Yes, I am. Oh wait, I've got a bunch of these. So now we need to bring these across here and power our water dispenser. Now what I found was we run into a big problem with not having proper timing here, and so if you try to increase the tick length on a repeater, it won't pick up this single tick pulse that comes from down here. So in order to properly time this one out, I needed 3 repeaters, and now we're actually done with this thing. So now if we turn this on, we get a whole bunch of repetitive. What's going on here? Oh, forgot to turn on that. So we get a whole bunch of clicks, and we can see double pulses here. So what this is doing is it is double pulsing the bone meal dispensers and then double pulsing the water dispenser. So we'll turn this off, and unfortunately it is not foolproof. It can leave the water out when you turn it off. Thank you for demonstrating that. So you just need to go in and grab the water, put it back in here, and sometimes it won't do it, sometimes it will. Someone must have just gone through the nether or something. It entirely depends on when you turn the clock off, and we might be able to put a little bit of a control in there that would stop that from happening. But this is the entire farm completed, with one exception. We are minus one thing, and that is our water source. So I do not want to accidentally break the block that is going to be containing our water. So we want that to be facing, let's go that way, and that should then take care of our hydration on the farmland. We will go ahead and waterlog that block. We're going to fill in a whole bunch of this stuff down here. Once again, we are going to place some torches down here to light all of this up. And anywhere that we can, we're going to place torches. And yeah, that one I probably could have gotten away with. But yeah, pretty much everything and anything that can be lit up, we want lit up. And got to get out of here. So now this is all completed. We can button this up, and there we go. There is the completed farm. We'll go ahead and grab some bone meal here, and let's drop off the redstone supplies because I don't need those anymore. And then we'll drop off our blocks. Yeah, forgot the observers. Alright, bone meal. How much bone meal do we have? It looks like not enough to fill all of our dispensers. Now, I could have built this up at the height of the floor. I don't know why I didn't. But, yeah, we could have put this at the height of the floor, and it would have worked just fine. Oh, and we have to go and get another bucket of water. So thankfully, Wandering One set up a spring down here, an infinite water source. So we'll go ahead and come over here. Now, one thing that happens, if your timing is off here, the machine will try to bone meal the water and produce seagrass. So that's one of the things that we needed to avoid. So if we turn this on now, there we go. It is functioning. So let's go ahead and actually let's drop off all but one carrot so that we can see how this thing works. Get a few other things off of our hotbar. We come up here, right click, and we're hungry. Let's eat some bread. Whoops. And we can't plant bread. So there we go. So like I said, we can make this go a little faster, and let's go ahead and do that real quick. So let's grab our water back out of there again. Like I said, not completely foolproof because of the timing of the off circuit, but let's go ahead and come in here, set this to 3 ticks, and now this is the fastest this thing can go. And so we can get basically 2 harvests a second, I believe, out of this. And this is the fastest it can ever do, and it works for carrots and potatoes. Very happy about that. So, yeah. This is something that's kind of nice. Not really much to do in the way of a tutorial. You can pretty much see the whole thing here. If you guys want a more in-depth tutorial for this thing, let me know. I am more than happy to make it. But yeah, let me check and see how the episode is doing, and I'll be back in just a bit. Well, now that the server seems to be doing a little bit better, I'm finally over here at the shopping district, and we're going to try to make what we had planned to make from the beginning of this episode, which was the fireworks shop. So this is going to be a very small shop. I found this little spot right here, but we want to make this fairly prominent. So I also want to kind of make this a bit three-dimensional. Now, the fireworks rocket is only 3 pixels wide on its lower portion. So yeah, I don't know how well that's going to work, but we're going to start out by making a spiral going up out of red concrete, and then we're just going to fill in everything in between, and that's already too big. Fill in everything between with white wool. So yeah, this isn't right. Whoops. And we're going to alternate these these things. We're gonna alternate these. So like this here, we've got 2 high there, so this one now will become red concrete again. So yeah, not gonna be very much, but I think it will serve our purposes. So yeah, we're gonna get up here a little bit, and let's see here. I don't know how much I like that. Kind of feel like I want to remove the corners, but then it's too small. Yeah, definitely too small. Let's try to make this a little bit bigger. This is gonna suck. Breaking wool is never... Wait a minute. Do shears break this faster? Yes, they do. They didn't used to. Then they did. Then they didn't. Then they did. Who knows. Okay, well, let's go ahead and remove this stuff again. And by the way, I have 7 deaths now. So my 3rd death was... I was flying and I came into land and I hit the ground too hard. I don't know how that works. And then I found a cave underneath my base, and it didn't exactly go well. I died, tried to go and get my stuff. A skeleton picked up my armor and my sword and killed me again, and then killed me again, and yeah, things were not going good. I got blown up by a creeper once, but yeah, in general, everything went horribly wrong with that. Wandering One was able to help me, and we were able to get my stuff back, but kind of feel like this should be a little bit taller. In our firework rocket, these are only 2 pixels tall, but if we're going to go bigger, maybe we should go 3 pixels tall with these. So yeah, let's go a little bit higher with each color. So back to the red wool, or red concrete, and then the white wool can go a little bit further, so we'll go 3 on that, and then I think we'll be back to the proper position for that. So if we go like this, then this one would be white, and white here. This would be 3 high, and then 3 high on all of these. Okay. That is not what I wanted. So we'll take a look at this and see how it looks. Okay, so yeah, this should be the next one. This one should be wool, shouldn't it? No. Oh, I'm one too high on that concrete. Okay, well, let's get back up on there somehow. You should be wool. What was that? I don't know. Okay, back to the red concrete. And then a little bit more wool. I think this is plenty tall for this. Oops. One block too high. And then finally a little bit more concrete there. Put another piece of wool. Need to eat. So yeah, I'd say that definitely indicates firework. So that should do it for that. We're just going to put a couple of chests inside of it, so we don't need this to be very big. And let's see, this should be that. And then a little bit more wool. That's going to be the body of the shop completed. And now the next thing that we are going to need is a top to this thing. There's a lot of browns and oranges in this, and for that I did get a whole bunch of the hardened clay or terracotta. Got some brown concrete powder, brown wool, so I can turn this into brown concrete. I think between these we should be able to get a pretty decent look. But before I do that, I am going to break these out, and I want to change this to the cyan terracotta that is in the roadway. That should give us a decent entrance. Let's go ahead and get some torches around here. It is getting to be nighttime. So I am going to have to work on this roof a little bit. In the meantime, I think I am going to make up some chests. We're going to put birch for the floor, birch stripped logs actually. So yeah, let's go ahead and dig a little of this out. We need a little bit of the dirt back in here. And let's go ahead and place down our birch logs. Now what I'm going to do here is alternate these logs going like this. And then let's go ahead and strip these. And that should make kind of an interesting looking floor. Let's go ahead and move our shulker box and our crafting table. There we go. So yeah, pretty small, but it should be good enough. Now we'll make up a couple of chests. And go ahead and place these in here. Suppose one on each side would be good enough. And then we'll put a sign up here. And we don't have a sign with us. Okay, well, let's go ahead and make one real quick. Okay, sign. And we're going to go rockets. Rockets. 2 diamonds. 2 diamonds? 2 diamonds per stack. So I think that's a fair price. And we have quite a few rockets somewhere if we grab our shulker box here. So let's go ahead and put some rockets in here. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to run them across the middle of each at the moment. So we'll have 18 stacks of rockets in here right now. That should be a great deal plenty. Alright, there we go. So yeah, now I just need to get the roof onto this thing and we should be good to go. So yeah, let me figure out what this roof is going to look like and I'll be back in just a little bit. Well, not the best looking shop in the world, but it definitely gets the job done. So yes, firework rockets are now on sale. We have everything that we need available there. And later on we may add a few more things to this, but I think for now this is going to be it. So yep, we got rockets available, and the shop is done. So that's going to be it for this episode, so I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been doing, or something that you would like to see, be sure to leave that down in the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye!